Hey, my fellow skiing enthusiast friend. Today we are diving into something that I'm working on, fixing my edge similarity and how I use my skis in a carved turn. This week was days 13, 14, and 15 of the ski season. Oh, hi, I'm Sunny. If you're new to my channel, I am a woman in her 50s rediscovering the joys of skiing after decades off the slopes. I am here to improve, build confidence, and most importantly, have fun documenting my journey. Because skiing was one of my favorite things as a young kid, teenager, and college student. As I get older and the world feels increasingly chaotic, with life throwing its fair share of twists and turns off the slopes, reconnecting with something that brings me genuine happiness is exactly the kind of thing I want to fill my life with. Don't you agree? That is why we're doing this, for the joy. I am not a lodge mama, a term I just recently learned, but I'm out there in all kinds of weather, waiting for the first chair on a mission to get better, and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome. This week, I will discuss what I am learning, what coach notices, and the drills I use to improve. So let's go.
Sometimes it's hard to focus, just to persevere and just to make it, but everything that's within your grasp, you gotta take it, you gotta go harder, just dig deeper inside you to find that method, that mode that wants that hunger to survive, just to ride the grind, to take it the way you gotta take it and never stop.
This week, I started my 6-week midweek lessons. This is my second year participating, and I'm with the same instructor and some of my fellow students from last year. We have a really nice rapport. It's a lot of fun, and it's helpful to be with an instructor who wants me to ask questions. And like my boyfriend, the race coach has his eyes on me to see what I am doing and is always giving me feedback on how I can improve. Suppose you have been following my other videos. In that case, you are. I have been using the Carv technology, the Carv 2, which is intriguing and fun, but will not replace a good old-fashioned professional who can put their eyes on you and instruct you on how to improve. So I see my lessons as a valuable tool in my toolbox for improvement. Unfortunately, my first lesson day was on one of the coldest of the season with 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And they shut down all the lifts except for one. And we did brave the elements and we had a ball, but we ended up doing just some drills like falling leaf, J-turns, hockey stop turns, which are great on the steeps, and schmear turns, like a bagel. Ironically, I saw that Deb Armstrong just posted a video about these types of turns, and I will link in the description so you can watch it as well. It is a combo of a carve and then a skidded turn. And as I told my instructor, I'm an expert at skidding turns since 1978. And on Friday, I spent a few hours with Coach and had him follow behind me, pointing out something I could work on. He pointed out how I rely on my inside ski like a training wheel. Instead of keeping my weight balance on both edges working together, my inside ski stays flat or even rolls sometimes on the inside edge. That slows me down and makes it harder to control my turns. Like I'm cheating on the turn instead of carving it. It feels secure in the moment, but I know that it's holding me back. And I admit I'm a little afraid. I don't know why. To just get that inside ski tipped up. So this is the deal. My knees are closer together than my feet. So my knees aren't the same width apart through the turn. This alignment issue makes it hard to engage both skis evenly. I am A-framing. Coach said that I'm not keeping my feet together as much as I did last year. Remember, I learned to ski in the 70s and 80s, and having your boots touch while you went down the mountain was a thing that I did back then, and many people did back then. If I can keep my knees and feet aligned and push both skis into the turn, I'll have more control, speed, and confidence in my carving. Coach gave me some pointers, such as moving my inside uphill knee into the turn. Like he said, point it like where you want to go. I gotta tell you, it's a lot to take in. all the ways your body should be positioned and relearning skills after years of muscle memory. But when it clicks, I can see why there is a correct technique. On day 15, I use the Carv active coaching, and here are some of the tips that they shared while I was on the lift. Enjoy the tips. When I hop on the lift with folks, it is difficult to say hello to the people that I'm sitting with and the tips because they start rattling off. I'm like, hold on. Okay, tell me about your day. I do enjoy that after the day, when you can kind of look through, that they put the tips in there so I can revisit them if I can't listen to them because I'm too busy talking with people, which is the joy of skiing. It's talking with other skiers and seeing how their adventures are going and what trails that they're enjoying. Here are some drills that I am using and that you can use as well if you, like me, are A-framing a little bit. Train track drills. This is where you focus on making parallel tracks in the snow by rolling both skis onto their edge evenly. It's about that smooth, consistent edge engagement. If you watched my last video here, I spent last week trying to do this, and I'm finding that the more I keep working on skills, like when I get off the lift, when I'm on a flat spot of terrain, or even standing in the lift line, every moment is an opportunity to scan my body positioning or move my boots and skis to practice better techniques. Rolling big toe, little toe edges. Everybody knows this one. I practice rolling my big toe and little toe alternately. This helps me engage both edges and break the habit of favoring my inside ski. Inside knee drive. This drill is about pushing and driving my inside knee into the turn to engage my ski properly and keep my body aligned. The next one, inside ski off the ground. Coach has me do this when I'm getting off the lift at certain trails. He does it with the kids that he's coaching. So I just know that when I get off the lift at X, Y, and Z trail, I am going to just be one skiing it. And I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm forced to rely on my outside ski and feel that edge engagement. Okay, so the Carv metrics. I've been looking at my Carv data, especially edge similarity, which shows how evenly I use my skis, and it's super humbling because it's clear there's work to do. A couple weeks ago, I was working on early forward movement. I'm still figuring out what exactly this means in practice and whether it's valuable for me right now to be focusing on that. So I think that I'm switching more to focusing on my edge similarity. It is the more significant building block, I think, to master first, which for some reason I thought maybe forward movement was. But Carv just came out with a new video that I saw and has a really good tips and a better explanation than I can do. And I'll link that Carv video in the description, and it discusses both edge similarity and forward movement. This whole process is sometimes frustrating. And I know I complain occasionally, okay, maybe a lot, that I'm not getting it or it's cold or whatever, but I am improving with every drill and run. And it's about breaking old habits and trusting the process and being consistent. And I hope you get that I'm really having a ball with this, and I love it so much, and I'm just determined. I get frustrated with myself when it's just not clicking, but it's all about the process. I'm learning to celebrate my small wins, and like when I'm feeling more balanced in one turn or seeing a slightly better carved tracks in the snow. Actually, during my lesson, we were doing J turns and everybody was complimenting me on my clean carved tracks. So process isn't always about perfection. It's about the little steps forward. So I want to remind you, if you are feeling like me, be patient with yourself if you're working on similar skills. These things are going to take time, but it's so worth it. And it makes us happy in this crazy world, and it makes us happy. And we have the luxury to be skiing. Seriously. Hello. So let me know in the comments if you have tried any of these drills or if you have any tips. And don't forget to subscribe for more skiing tips and adventures. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.
Give it up.